A very good morning to all present here. I, Viral Rana, Student School of Law, welcome to all in our third Cooperation Advocacy Program 2016, organized by Ms. Swati Bajaj, Assistant Professor, School of Law. Today, we have among our guest Srinandar Kumar, Joint Director Economics from Corporation Commission of India, Professor Robert Sanjay Singh, Principal School of Law, and Dr. Rita Devi, Dean School of Law. I welcome you all. Today, the purpose of organizing this event is to enlighten the students regarding the increasing scope in the corporation law and policy in India. The Corporation Commission of India, which is a regulatory and statutory body constituted under the Competition Act 2002, has always taken initiatives towards spreading the awareness in the society and also among the people regarding the aim and working of the competition law. We are very much thankful to the Competition Commission of India for accepting our invitation and nominating Srinandar Kumarji for following the initiative towards competition advocacy. Now, I would like to call upon Srinandar Kumarji, Professor Sanjay Singh, Dr. Nita Devi, and Dr. Khushrat Singh to light the lamp and give an enthusiastic inauguration for our today's event. And also Dr. Dinesh Babu.
welcome you all in first competition advocacy program 2016. I am happy to have amongst us honorable speaker of the event, Shri Nandan Kumar. Shri Nandan Kumar has an outstanding career yet. He has done his Masters in Communications, MBA in Finance, International Post-Graduation Diploma in Risk Management. Not only this, but he was also an ex-member of Insurance Institute of India and UGC NET. For past 14 years, he has been working in different government sectors. In 2001, he worked as a senior assistant in Airports Authority of India till 2003. From 2003 to 2008, he was designated as assistant manager of BSNL. He was appointed as an assistant director in the IRCAI Hyderabad with 1-year deputation to investment division of Postal Life Insurance, Government of India, Mumbai. Since 2014, he has been working as a joint director in CCI New Delhi. Now I request Professor Dr. Sanjay Singh to honor Shri Nandan Kumar with momentum.
हम सभी को बताएं।
First of all, I would like to place my gratitude that Chandra Prabhu Jain College of Higher Studies and School of Law has invited CCI for this advocacy program. Thank you, Dr. Sanjay Sen, Principal School of Law. Thanks, Swati Bajaj and Ms. Anjali Shankarwal. And thank you all the participants who have shown interest today in competition law. So, I believe you all must have heard of Competition Act. Am I right? Okay. So, there is a wide belief that Competition Act is not very prevalent and not known to many of the enterprises. Even I was wondering, if you type in Google CCI, most likely you will be getting result of Cement Corporation of India or the Cotton Corporation of India, something like that. So I think there is a need for advocacy because there is a less awareness about this powerful act. So may I ask the question first? What might be the GDP of India as of now? Any guess? In fact, even I don't know. But anyway, sometime back I just googled and find it out. It's around 6.9. You are talking about the rate, I am talking about the number. So it's 125 lakh crore. And one of the report of OECD says that the public procurement turns around 10 to 25% of world average, and in India it's 30% of the GDP. So you can imagine how much money is being spent in public procurement. And if there would be even 1% of cartelization in public procurement, how much money you as a consumer are going to pay to the enterprises, to the public sector enterprises or the private sector enterprises? So just imagine the power of this competition law which tries to prevent cartelization, bid rigging, abuse of dominance, etc. Now recently CCI has passed one order. But before that, I must tell you one thing, that in 2014, a reference was made to CCI by the Indian Railways that in a contract, some of the bidders have colluded and they linked the prices. Are you aware of that case? Anyway, so as a legal professional, you must be aware that the civil laws are decided on the basis of preponderance of probability. You don't have to prove actual